good, Brenda? You back? Okay, you have the recommendation from the attorney before us. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to prepare for a resolution be prepared as stated in the memorandum of explanation.
Is there support?
I need to amend that, less attorney fees.
So the motion is the price that's stated in the recommendation minus attorney fees, but no charge attorney fees.
Haley will second it.
Other questions, discussion further? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Mr. Hooker. Where's Mr. Hooker? There he is.
Good afternoon. This is just a MOE for the phone maintenance, annual phone maintenance.
We have a motion?
Demical move. Ricky second.
Are there questions for Mr. Hooker? Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Clerk of the Board, Brenda?
Yes, I'm requesting a resolution to move the second board meeting in July from Wednesday, July 24th to Thursday, July 18th, so that we can hold a board meeting at the fair. This will be our 15th year that the board has conducted a board meeting at the fair.
Demical move. Haley will second.
Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Referrals from committee, Human Services, please.
Director of Office for Aging, Anita Madison, is requesting permission to fill 2 full-time aging service specialist positions and all subsequent backfills in the Office for the Aging. The annual salary for each position is estimated between $40,717 and $49,537 with benefits, and the positions are funded with 100% county funds, and I will move that.
Ricky second.
Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you.
Director of Office for the Aging, Anita Madison, is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time aging service specialist position and all subsequent backfills in the Office for the Aging. The annual salary of this position is estimated to be between $44,657 and $55,713 with benefits. This position is funded with 33% county, 52% state, and 15% federal funds, and is included in the 2024 budget, and I will move that.
Demical second.
Any discussion? Excuse me, Miss Terry, our treasurer.
Yeah, I think that is not the action that you voted on in Human Services. I think there were only 2 aging specialists that you were going to fill, not 3. This asked for 3, and I think there were only 2 that were in the budget. And what you didn't approve at Human Services was the deputy and the 2 technicians. You've created them, but you didn't. But you created. This is 3 positions, and I think it's only supposed to be 2. I guess that's where I am at.
So the agendas are appeared ahead of time. They're all written as if you had approved everything this morning. So if you change any of your votes or your actions, you just need to be mindful of that when you get to the subsequent committee in the day.
So we need to scratch.
So
I'll
what's your
take away my
suggestion?
motion.
Yeah. I'll second that.
Okay.
All in favor?
If it's withdrawn, there's nothing to deal with.
We did that one first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
3.
Number 3. Uh-oh. Just happen here. Here we go. Deputy Commissioner of Social Services Don Horan is requesting permission to fill one full-time account clerk typist and all subsequent backfills in the Department of Social Services. The annual salary of this position is estimated to be between $34,541 and $40,437 with benefits. This position is funded 38% county, 10% state, and 52% federal, and is included in the 2024 budget, and I will move that.
Ricky, second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried.
Back on the previous one, the request was to fill 2 aging services technicians and to fill 1 aging services specialist. So I think there just was a typing error there. And now I've forgotten did we approve,
We approved the first one.
but we
We
didn't
approved the
approve.
first one, yeah.
We didn't approve the aging services specialist, we just approved the 2 services technicians?
It says specialist.
You're
yeah,
referring-
that's
No,
the problem.
that's what I'm saying, is those 2 that she's referring to, I believe were the technicians.
And they weren't approved to be filled. Only the specialists were approved to be filled.
Okay,
Because she was using the money from the techs to pay for the specialists, they were in the budget. The techs would need additional money to fill, and that money's not there yet. Neither is the money for the deputies. So out of the 5 positions, 2 were pushed through to be filled, and they were both the specialists. Now, I think they each had different dollar amounts, but I think, for the most part, you just approved to fill 2 specialists, and that's what she requested this morning, or this afternoon.
The 2 specialists, though, say they're 100% county funds. The other one is 33% county, 52%, and 15%, and is included in the budget. So it seems to me like that's the one we should be approving.
Right, the 2 specialists both had money in the budget, according to her request. The technicians did not. She had the 2 technicians on one form. They did not have the money in the budget. Her specialist, when you looked at the agenda, there was a specialist, then the techs, then a specialist. The 2 specialists had the money in the budget. So that's the ones you approved to fill, allow her to fill, because she had the money in her budget already.
If any of this is too confusing, I do not believe it is time sensitive, and you could just simply table these, and then next week, when we have Ways and Means, Brenda will have the correct referrals based on your votes this morning on the agenda for you.
You could do that.
I think we better do that because this says specialist, and if it's not specialist, it needs to be reworded so it's correct. So I will make a motion to table number 1 and number 2.
Ilya, second.
Everybody clear? All in favor?
Right?
Opposed, and they're tabled.
I'm still not quite sure why we can't approve the 1 specialist when it is specified that where the money's coming from.
so
But
I think
that's-
we could approve number 2.
But that's only for 1.
Who's on first?
All right, let's just leave it then. Yeah.
We just tabled.
All right, so we're down to number 4, I believe.
I believe so.
All right, Deputy Commissioner of Social Services Don Horan is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time support investigator position and all subsequent backfills in the Department of Social Services. The annual salary of this position is estimated between $43,309 and $53,959 with benefits. The position is offset by TANF and SN collections and with 66% federal funds and is included in the 2024 budget, and I will move that.
Ricky, second.
Are there questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, and that's carried. Planning and Economic Development, I'll cover that. Request to fill Senior Employment and Training Counselor. Employment and Training Director Rita Sobek Lynch is requesting permission to fill 1 full-time Senior Employment Training Counselor position. The annual salary is estimated between $45,000 and $57,000. Benefits between 18 and 22. 100% federal funds. It's included in the budget, and I will entertain a motion for that.
Ilya, move it. Ricky, second.
questions? All in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Public Works.
Budget modification for construction inspection phase funding for County Route 26 bridge replacement. County Superintendent of Public Works, Thomas Windus, is requesting a resolution approving the following budget transfer and modification to increase construction inspection phase funding for bridge replacement on County Route 26 over Genesee River, Belfast bin 3330740. Following adjustments shall be made to the 2024 budget to appropriate the federal, state, and local shares. The local share of $305,800 will be appropriated from H5197 heavy equipment and capital outlay. Budget transfer request of $305,800. The budget modification request will be $6,116,000. Expense revenue will come from various, will go to state revenue, $917,400, federal revenue, $4,892,800, local revenue, $305,800. Reference resolution numbers 116-22 is original appropriation of design phase funding, and resolution numbers 356-22 and 425-22 for additional county of funding adjustments, and I'll move that.
Hilliard second.
Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. That's all the referrals I have. County Treasurer has a couple items for us.
Good afternoon. The first item I have is healthcare worker bonus. We applied for some additional money for two people who work for us, one in the health department, one in mental health, and we were awarded that money from the state, and so now we need to pay that out. So this MOE request is to accept the funds and pay these ladies out for their healthcare worker bonus.
Hilliard move it.
Vertical second.
Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How are these determined who gets this money? Is there a specification that says what position they have to have been in to get it?
We've done this for almost 2 years now, and they have to meet the qualifications within a time period. If they meet those qualifications, we can apply for them to get the funds. The state determines what the dollar value is based on their hours worked, and then they tell us what they award us, and then we go ahead and pay them. It's kind of a pass-through. They pay us for our share of the FICA on it, and then we just run separate checks for them and pay them out. You're welcome.
Other questions?
Yeah, there's a cap. 1,500 is the most you can get. Excuse
All
me.
in favor? Aye. Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you.
The second item I have is about a MOE for some accounting services, and I'd like to request an executive session for that.
Hilliard move it.
Ricky second.
All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? And we are in executive session.